Well, summer is undoubtedly the best time to sell as flowers are in bloom, gardens look spectacular. Of course, good weather also allows for better viewings, but we're wanting to know now, what is the perfect time and correct time, the responsible time to look at becoming a homeowner and to start buying? And we are very lucky to be joined by Marziar Arslan, the Chief Marketing Officer from Private Property. Marziar, thank you so much for joining us
Great
again.
to be here. Thank you very much.
Looking around Cape Town at this time of the year, you can understand why this is a good time to be selling and to get people into your property. But when is the right time to look at taking that very big leap of buying property?
Well, you're absolutely spot on, and that's most of the time the biggest financial decision in your life when you decide to buy property. However, I would like to take another spin on this. There is nothing like the right time, I would say, if you're looking for your own home. Because, what are you doing? You're buying a life experience, you're buying the right property. So just focusing too much on, the right interest rate and the right price, everything might be right in the market, but you might not then find the right property. So if you have found the right property, you should secure it. That is the right time to buy a property.
It's what works for you. I suppose someone in your position has to look at the bigger trends and what's happening, what's in flux. But for an individual homeowner, it's about finding that right time for you in your own life, in your own circumstance.
Absolutely, absolutely, and that's what you should be focusing on. Let's still focus on the numbers. I mean, the last 10 years, we have seen a drop in the interest rate. We are now just below 10% in South Africa, so it is definitely a good time to invest. And property, particularly residential property, is something with a long-term view, and therefore definitely a good time to find the right property, what your needs are, and you have once again found the right property, you should secure it for yourself.
And a good time to also do an audit of your life to make sure that you are in the right place to be able to do that.
Absolutely. I mean, when it comes to the first steps before you start actually looking for a property, the first thing you do is auditing your expenses and your income. That's what it should all start with, and start with saving, even if it's a few rand every month. That basically also shows the bank that's going to give you the loan that you're able to save and to actually pay for the loan over a long period of time, even if things change.
Now, you've mentioned already this is a big investment. This is a big shift in one's life. It's a big responsibility. And there are so many stress factors and anxiety factors around this. What are your tips then to a first-time buyer when approaching this very important process, something where we do need to be meticulous? What works for you?
I mean, honestly, property deals are something the majority of people are not used to. It's not like going to the supermarket and buying your milk or butter every day so you have an idea of the pricing. So two things are important before you start actually doing your property search. Really understand what market you are going to invest in and to buy in, what works for you, and try to figure out who is the best person to give you advice on your property decision. And educating yourself in the market, that is what it all comes up to, is the first step you should do before you actually go and make an offer.
It doesn't have to be something scary. It can be something that is really enjoyable. It's about planting those seeds for the life that you're going to have, for the life that you want your family to have.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, today's technology makes it very, very easy for everyone to actually do that research. So you can go online, go on private property and look for what's available in the suburbs that you're looking for. Have a look at the pictures, at the descriptions of the properties, and what I always say to our agents is when they put up the listings, your listing that you are putting up is your best business cards towards getting your clients for future sales and future purchases also. So focus on who really meets your requirements best in terms of giving you the best impression of the property.
I love it. So we moved out of the era of having an estate agent's face on a light post. There is a much bigger and better resource available to us, and you guys at Private Property really do a fantastic job on both sides of the market as well, I think, not just from buyers but for sellers.
Thank you.
Marziar, pleasure to have you. All the best for 2015.
Thank you very much.
And all the best to you out there, you first-time home owners. You've had the skinny. It's about being responsible with your financial needs and what you can actually handle. But make sure you enjoy the process. It doesn't have to be this angst-ridden process. There are resources out there for you and a couple of gems still out there to be had when looking for what is a very important and what could be very prosperous investment.